get ready, it's gonna be good. Poison is when you do.
For more than a decade, Troy Landry has been the beating heart of Swamp People, the hit History Channel series that brought the wilds of Louisiana's bayous into living rooms around the world. With his unmistakable Cajun accent, quick humor, and fearless approach to alligator hunting, Troy became a fan favorite almost instantly. His famous shout, "Choot 'em," became a symbol of courage and grit. Yet beyond the thrill of hunting, viewers connected with Troy's warmth, his deep love for family, and his pride in preserving the traditions of the swamp. To fans, he seemed larger than life, a man molded by mud, water, and determination. But away from the cameras, Troy's story runs deeper, marked by struggles, loss, and resilience that few ever saw. His journey from humble beginnings to television fame is both inspiring and profoundly human. Growing up in the bayou, Troy Landry's roots stretch deep into the wetlands of Louisiana. Born and raised in Pierre Part, a small, tight-knit town tucked within the heart of the Atchafalaya Basin, Troy grew up surrounded by water, wildlife, and tradition. In the bayou, the swamp isn't scenery, it's a way of life. His family, like many before them, survived by fishing, trapping, and hunting. From childhood, Troy learned that every creature and current in the swamp held meaning. He was taught to read the ripples of water, track animals, and respect the balance of nature. The lessons weren't written in books. They were lived day after day in the humid, unpredictable wild. Those early experiences gave Troy not only the skills of a hunter, but also a deep respect for the land that sustained him. The swamp didn't just raise him, it shaped his character and guided his destiny. Early work and hard-earned skills. Before fame ever found him, Troy Landry worked the kind of jobs that demanded strength, patience, and grit. He labored as a lumberjack, cutting through Louisiana's dense forests and hauling heavy timber through swampy terrain. It was back-breaking work, filled with danger and exhaustion, but it kept him connected to the land he loved. Later, he turned to crawfishing, another cornerstone of bayou life. Crawfish harvesting required long days in the water, setting traps and pulling in the catch under the sweltering sun. These jobs taught Troy endurance and humility. They also deepened his understanding of Louisiana's fragile ecosystem. Through it all, one passion stayed constant: his love for alligator hunting. Though seasonal, it was more than a livelihood, it was heritage. Every hunt was a continuation of the lessons passed down through generations, a sacred rhythm of risk, respect, and survival that tied Troy to his ancestors. The family tradition of alligator hunting. Alligator hunting wasn't a hobby for Troy Landry, it was family legacy. His ancestors had hunted the same waters for generations, and from the time he was old enough to hold a line, Troy was part of that tradition. To him, the hunt was never just about catching gators, it was about understanding them. He learned when to strike, when to wait, and always to respect the power of nature. The short but intense alligator season became the highlight of his year, testing both his skill and endurance. Each hunt carried a sense of pride, proof of his mastery over one of nature's fiercest creatures. For Troy, success wasn't measured by the size of the catch, but by the preservation of his family's name and the values of the bayou. The swamp was his classroom, his church, and his inheritance, and he carried that legacy with unwavering devotion. The rise of a television star. In 2010, Troy Landry's life changed forever when he joined Swamp People, a History Channel reality series showcasing Louisiana's alligator hunters. What began as a simple idea, documenting the challenges of gator season, became a cultural phenomenon. Audiences across America were captivated by the courage, danger, and authenticity of life in the swamp. Among all the hunters, Troy stood out. His booming laugh, fierce determination, and famous cry, "Shoot 'em," made him an instant icon. But what truly resonated was his warmth and humility. Unlike many reality TV figures, Troy didn't play a part. He was unapologetically himself. Viewers saw not just a hunter, but a man of deep integrity, humor, and heart. His charisma made Swamp People more than a show. It became a celebration of Louisiana's unique culture and traditions, with Troy Landry as its proud ambassador to the world. Family bonds in the spotlight. One of the most beloved aspects of Swamp People was Troy Landry's partnership with his sons, Jacob and Chase. Together, they showcased not only the art of gator hunting, but also the unbreakable bond between father and sons. Each episode revealed a glimpse into their family dynamic. Moments of laughter, lessons, and teamwork against the backdrop of the unpredictable bayou. Viewers loved watching Troy pass down his hard-won knowledge to his boys, just as his father had once taught him. This generational continuity gave Swamp People its heart, turning it from a hunting show into a family story. Troy's deep love for his family made him relatable and grounded. Fans saw in him the values of loyalty, respect, and perseverance. For all the adrenaline of the hunts, it was these quieter moments of teaching, joking, and protecting that showed who Troy Landry truly was at his core. Fame, pressure, and legal trouble. As Troy's fame grew, so did the scrutiny. In October 2024, he faced a major setback when the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries cited him for alligator tagging violations. Investigators alleged that he had failed to properly tag an alligator and had cut loose a carcass, both breaches of state regulations. His boat and engine were seized, and he faced possible fines and even jail time. For a man who had built his career on integrity and respect for the swamp, the allegations were devastating. Many fans were shocked, struggling to reconcile the charges with the image of the hardworking, law-abiding hunter they admired. While the violations might have stemmed from oversight rather than intent, the incident cast a shadow over his otherwise spotless reputation. It was a harsh reminder that even the most experienced hunters could stumble in navigating Louisiana's complex wildlife laws. Public response and personal resilience. When the news broke, Troy Landry faced intense media attention, but true to his nature, he handled it quietly. Asked about the citations, he responded with a shrug and a touch of humor. "I got a speeding ticket also last month, but I have nothing to say about it." The comment sparked mixed reactions. Some found it charmingly humble, others thought it dismissive. Yet behind the words was a man trying to protect his peace amid chaos. Troy had always preferred action over talk, and this time was no different. His fans largely stood by him, seeing the incident as a human mistake rather than a moral failing. Fame had never changed Troy's heart, and those who knew his story understood his respect for the land and its laws. Though the court case loomed, his resilience and dignity reminded everyone why he had earned the nickname King of the Swamp. The legacy of a bayou legend. Whatever the legal outcome, Troy Landry's legacy is already secure. He remains a symbol of the Louisiana swamps, strong, grounded, and fiercely devoted to family and tradition. His rise from humble beginnings to national fame embodies the spirit of perseverance that defines the bayou. Through Swamp People, he introduced millions to a world few had ever seen, giving a voice to the hunters, fishers, and families who live by the rhythm of the water. For Troy, success was never about celebrity, it was about honoring his roots and passing on his heritage. Even amid personal challenges, his authenticity continues to shine. To his fans, he's not just a TV star, he's a reminder that real strength comes from humility, hard work, and love for where you come from. The swamp may be wild and unforgiving, but for Troy Landry, it will always be home.